And Michael Cornelius. Oh, you're just going to stay back there? Okay. Can you state your names, please? All right. You have him very well trained, ma'am. All right. What's the claim in this case?
We're entering into a consent judgment here. I was talking to the defendants and we've come to the understanding and agreement that the outstanding rent retained possession right now is $475.01. Court cost of $214. Total outstanding balance is $689.01. However, the defendants have agreed to pay $1,000 on the 5th of November, and then the balance of their account arrears by November 24th, 25.
Is that all correct?
Assumption that I get a paycheck from the government.
Oh, God.
I did make that quite clear.
Yes, I recall this. I recall seeing you. I mean, I see people real, but now I have to get their faces.
Because they're not represented by counsel here today, that they do have 3 days upon which you enter this judgment, that they could file a written motion to have it overturned if they find a valid legal reason as to why they should not be held to it.
Oh, I'm well aware, counsel. I'm well aware.
Yeah, I don't think that's the issue. The real issue is, are they going to give her money?
Well, you did discuss going into test fee.
Pardon? Yeah,
Which is why we pushed that date so far.
got it. So the check doesn't arrive. That's an option. Is that? But you can't get there until. So that's actually the backup plan for our federal government being shut down and not paying the people that work for us and everybody so hard and just deciding to leave them out lurching. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Okay. So do you have any other questions regarding that? All right. So what I will do is I will enter that judgment for possession by consent, with the writ date as specified in there. And then wish you the best of luck and just hope it comes through. All right. You guys take care of each other, please. The first writ date is the 5th, I think, for the 1,000, and then it is extended out to later, the 24th.
That's fine.
Court does call the case of Arbor Meadows versus Doan Ho.
April Lacy for Arbor Meadows. Your Honor, we do have a consent judgment in this matter that Ms. Foley signed.
Your name? Okay. Have you read over this consent judgment?
Correct. It was 9.
No, yeah.
Okay, yes, you, on October 9th, you signed it. Do you have any questions regarding this?
Yeah.
Just pay the rent on one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Everything.
everything, it's okay. So you don't have any questions regarding this? All right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enter this judgment. Ma'am, you do have 3 business days to think about this. If you think that there's some confusion or something you didn't understand, you can come to the court and file a motion or just a writing saying that you'd like a hearing. Okay? What's the day there?
The 24th.
Thank you. That's done. What's this? This is that. Okay, thank you. Harbor Meadows versus Charles Carter.
Mr. Carter's easy.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. All right, where are we on this case? What is,
If you're into a consent judgment with Mr. Carter, would you agree to, comply with the, agreement as far as paying his monthly rent on time? For the next 12 months.
all right, is that correct, sir?
Yes,
And to abide by the community rules and regulations, correct?
yes,
All right, do you have any questions regarding this?
no,
All right. And were your rights under your 3-day right of rescission explained to you, sir?
no,
All right, I will explain it in its brief form. This is a consent judgment. You're unrepresented by counsel. You have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some confusion, or some right you did not assert, you would have to file a motion with the court within that time frame. All right,
Okay.
it doesn't mean that I grant it, but you'd have to file a motion within the time frame.
got you.
Got it? Okay, then I will grant the judgment to the plaintiff
Thank you.
by consent as to defendant. You're Charles, correct?
Yes,
Okay, so by consent as to defendant 1, by default, but along the same terms as to defendant 2. All right, and I've signed that. Thank you, sir.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Arbor Meadows versus Marilyn Pagel.
For our, Your Honor, and, we're moving for dismissal on them.
Case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Court does call the case People versus Beal Properties versus Teresa Ijames
The tenant is here.
and Terry Ijames. Hello. Your name? Okay, and where are we on this case?
I have managed to get a job, start again.
Okay,
I do a letter from the temp agency that shows that a tentative offer of a job. And yesterday I was here and got fingerprinted, this is at a school
okay,
that, while I can't pay them now, I do.
so I see, how much is owing? I need a sticker.
It's around 3,000.
What number? How much?
14, leaves balance of $3,230.
And then how much is your monthly rent? 1,000. So we're gonna go up a certain amount. Have you been trying to work with the landlord at all to try to see if you can?
I contacted them just because this all happened within the last couple of days, so I did. Did you get my email?
I did. I saw that she did send me an email that she had finally gotten a job. I just hadn't been in the office for the past 2 days. Here I have been
Okay,
in person all over the state.
so I had actually asked her at advice if I should contact them first or should we should, and I will ask you that now.
So, Your Honor, I didn't get a chance to keep prepared for the case call. I am not in a position to extend anything at this time. I do know that with this client, I can communicate with them and see if this is a high number.
It is, but Ms. Ijames has been working through some things. She's been trying to get through this, and she quite frankly appeared here on the first day without any hope, and she's now here and things have started to look up for her. So I will just say this. Here's what I'm going to do because I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Sure.
You know, so I am working, I should be able to reach out to Paul.
Right, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of other things that she may be able to do if they ever get any money. So what I'm going to do is, over plaintiff's objection, I'm going to give her one more adjournment to the 31st to allow you to talk to the landlord to see if something can be worked out from inside Jim. October 31st, 2025 time, 3 p.m. Okay? Have a great weekend. Yes, ma'am. Court does call the case, Beal Properties versus Stacy Hines. Stacy Hines, not here. Case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Court does call the case, Beal Properties versus Ebony Reese. She's here. Dismissal. Okay. Hello, your name? All right. Where are we on this case? What's
The past difference retained is $2,511.44. Court profit $175. Total outstanding balance is $2,686.44.
all right. Ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I had an agreement with the property manager that because this isn't like what I pay every month. This is like a past due balance from they weren't charging me rent. And so now I'm paying my monthly rent and I'm paying an additional $600 every month to take care of the balance for them not charging me rent at all. And so because I was in constant, well, we went to a couple different property managers since then, but at the time I would call them, email them, let them know you guys aren't charging me rent. It's been months. I didn't get paid. And so this was what they came up with, but it's so high in our business. It's not doing good right now. And it's hard for me to pay what I pay monthly and the extra $600 to take care of this balance. And so.
How many months have you been paying the extra 600?
I do believe that's when my client filed, because I do notice that the extra 600 hasn't been getting paid since September. So I think that they, well, actually, hold on.
So it was the 600 became a burden for her, wasn't being paid.
No, it's not that it wasn't paid. I told them that my business has been not doing good right now, and we made an agreement not to do the 600. I told them if they could work with me for 2 months of the summer, then I would pay 150 instead of 600. And then, so that was being paid up until this court stuff, and I haven't paid until we came up with a judgment to see what would go on and how much I was supposed to pay.
Gotcha.
So it just hasn't been paid since September.
So either the agreement, the payment agreement that she's been working on has to be codified in some type of writing, or
Yeah.
she, or something has to be done. It seems like she was paying on it, realized her business is where it is, negotiated a lower amount for a period of time, and now is just trying to figure out where she's going to head from here and do whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week now, knowing that, and then you keep in contact with Miss Lacy and see what can be worked out to try to get this in some formalized way for you. Okay? October 31st, 2025 time, 3 p.m. Okay? Thank you. Beal Properties versus Cozine Welch Jr.
April Lacy for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Your name, sir? All right. And what are we doing?
I just $1,400 of the debt yesterday remains there. Check the email, remains at 47618. Which I can pay over the next 3 weeks.
47618. Hold on a second. What do you have as this balance?
So I have $1,830.18. You pay how much yesterday, sir?
What's that?
1,400.
I got an email from Brittany Marshall.
That would bring him down to $430.18 plus $175 for cost. So its total is $605.18.
And when can you get that paid?
Nah, actually, I need to pay 3 weeks. I said to pay rent for next month.
All right.
So this in 3 weeks.
No, not at all. I'll get paid on the 23rd of 1,300, but I'm trying to focus on getting this paid. Because I don't, you know what I mean? I know I want to have on the 3rd, I want to have the amount for that month's rent as well as what's back paid, but I have what's back paid. All
right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this to October 31st, 2025 at 3 p.m. See if you can work something out with your landlord regarding your payment plan. If not, I'm likely going to enter a judgment on that date that will extend your time out some to try to get this amount paid without clicking into November. All right. She's going to hand you a card. Give her a call. See if you can work it out.
some assistance, but I got like a rental lease product with them as well.
Pardon?
Is there some way I get some legal assistance? What's
Did you see the video that played?
Yeah, some forms.
The form?
Taking camera, take pictures of the coach.
People do it all the time, regrettably. You got something? We'll get that to you, sir. Okay. See you next week. Call Miss Lacy, see if something can be worked out. 3 p.m. That's what? I never liked the holiday. All right. Woodview Commons versus Whitney Albright. All right. Case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. And let me recall this one. Court recalls the case of Arbor Meadows versus Katrina Robb. Where'd she go? So she's still reading? All right, so here's what I'll do, Ms. Lacy. Let me call the rest of your cases. Augusta Woods versus Montgomery, Augusta Woods versus Sove, Beal Properties versus Bishop, Beal Properties versus Tilly, Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Alvarado Lopez. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice so that we can try to keep on time with the 3 o'clock block. If she's not quite ready, is she out there? Huh? She absconded? She did? She just, what'd you say to her, Lacy? I was being very nice to her. What'd you do? So did she take all your paperwork?
This is, Cornelius? No.
Yeah. Rob. I don't know where, I told her to read it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step off in recess so that the video can be played. You try to find your defendant. If you don't find her, then if you got a copy of the paperwork, I'll enter it by default since she's not here now. Okay, fair enough? All right. Court's gonna stand in recess.
All right.
Wow.
Alrighty, when I call your name for the 3 o'clock, speak up for me and I'll get you checked in, and then I'll check in your lovely attorneys. Connie Drummer, are you here?
I'm here.
Perfect. Actually, I can check you attorneys at the same time. Mr. Grissom, are you here? All right. Andrea Bailey, are you here?
Yes.
Perfect. Robert Gross? Skylar Asher, are you here? Anyone from Randall Lavassier's office?
Great.
You're Mr. Lavassier?
No, I'm Andrew Gates. I'm speaking in.
Give me your P number, Mr. Cates.
78292.
Say that again.
78292.
Love. Holly Ellison, are you here?
Then council there for Little Ridge?
Yes.
Oh,
hold on. Winston Johnson, are you here? Jeffrey Thompson? Seth Barton? Mr. Barton, you are here?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Miss Melvin, I see you. Is Kelly Ruddick here?
Yes.
Perfect. Jordan Oren?
I'm on that. Right.
You're Ruddick. Are you covering for Mr. Zaire?
I am.
Okay. Jordan Oren, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Chandrakumar Kanyan, are you here? Angela Smith?
Kumar here.
Kumar is here. Hold on one moment, guys. Biranu Abdallah, are you here? Steve Nzumba, are you here? Thomas Berry?
Yes.
Thank you. Serenity Struck. Okay. Is there anybody whose name I did not call?
Robert Iggerson for Rundy.
Okay, I will grab you attorneys in just a moment. Tenants, is there any tenants who I did not call? What is your name? Skylar Asher. Okay, you just didn't hear me call you. I have you. Any other tenants who I did not call? What's your name?
Sorry, it's Jeff Thompson.
Say it again.
Jeff Thompson. Thank you.
Perfect. Any other tenants I did not call? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna get a video playing. I will take care of you attorneys in just a second. Okay.
I'm a phone property manager, Steve.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to ask you a quick question.
Welcome to the 14 District Court. And we have Simpson. And I'm about to provide to you valuable information regarding this current and other landlord tenant. This is the landlord tenant you're selling proceeds down, and you are here for a free trial. Your landlord has made allegations of claims that you can be evicted because you have not paid your rent. It is a seek termination of your tenancy from this violation. After today, you will come back for an additional hearing on trial case unless you and your landlord reach settlement.
You can use it. Yes, absolutely. Down the hall. Okay, what did you use something now? I know you are here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the.
Haverhill? Yeah. I did. Let me see her for Mr. McClure as well.
Yeah.
In these proceedings, you have the right to have your case heard or prevented. 14 District Court is located at 16 Coast. 14, district court also has jurisdiction over cities and towns.
Perfect. Excellent.
In essence, anything in Washington County outside the city of Raymond and its surrounding township is covered.
Perfect.
You also have the right to demand a trial by jury. If you want a trial by jury, you must demand it orally at the first appearance or in writing 5 days after first being advised of these rights and information. Surety must be paid to the demand is made within 5 days after first being advised of these rights and information. You have the right to rental and other housing assistance. Within 5 days of the person receiving these advice of rights and information, you must provide written proof to the court that an application for assistance has been submitted for process. Housing assistance and rental assistance may be obtained through the Department of Health and Human Services, commonly known as DHHS. They can be reached at their phone number of 1-877-696-6775 or through mibridges.mish.com. Assistance may also be obtained by contacting Housing Access for Washtenaw County, commonly known as HAWK. HAWK can be reached at their phone number, area code 747-61-1999. Additional assistance is also available through the Washtenaw County Veteran Services. Their phone number is area code 973-4540. Also, you may obtain housing assistance and other resources through the Oregon Financial Resources. Their phone number is 734-544-6748.
Clear it down here, are you here? Yes, thank you.
To obtain assistance from any of these agents, the summons and complaint are sufficient. You have a right to reach an agreement outside the court. The Michigan and local community dispute resolution programs are a resource. The Washtenaw County Dispute Resolution Center can be reached at their phone number of area code 734-794-2125. To protect your credit for future rental opportunities, your case may be resolved by way of conditional dismissal in lieu of judgment, if that is approved by all the parties and the court. It is important that you understand these rights. If you have any questions, please feel free to address the board during the review.
No,
They can hear me? You sure? Now they can. But I don't think anybody on.
well, no, because they heard you through the polycom, but Mr. Grissom has not put his appearance on the record. I am. Take him.
Amy Rende versus drummer.
Okay, you're good.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Eggerson on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, your name? All right. And where are we on this case? This is,
We took a judgment on October 10.
yes.
And the defendant filed a motion to set aside the default judgment, saying she had some issues making it to the hearing, doesn't believe she owes 10 grand, and she would be out by, trying to read her motion, I think it's October 20, and of course, she's not out. We have now filed, she's not filed the bond. We have now filed a motion, I'm sorry, an application for an eviction order.
All right. What do you want to tell me? Because it does say that you were going to be leaving in any event. Pardon? You did? So you're out of the apartment? Okay. And so what you're doing is you're challenging, saying that you don't owe that amount of money. How much do you think you owe?
200 and something, she said, for rent. And then, damages, which is 200.
Which is,
Under 500.
you think you owe under 500, they think you owe 10,000. Did you pay the last month's rent? Were you terminated from Mischief at all?
No.
Okay, well, at this time, you're out of the apartment. And at this time, I do have. So possession's been surrendered. Have you have documentation that you can submit to the court that in terms of payments on the account?
I'm not sure what payments I was supposed to be.
Did you have any portion you were paying? All right, then what you need to do is you need to get to Mischief or whoever your worker is, get to the quarter ledger that indicated that they paid your rent and that you weren't terminated or they suspended your subsidy. Okay, so what I'll do is I will put this over, I'll give you 2 weeks to get that into the court. You need to send a copy to opposing counsel, so I'll adjourn this to November 7th,
I've also submitted
2025 at
1 p.m.
1 p.m. I'm sorry?
submitted to her lawyer, the pictures, because she had like that's probably if she wouldn't retain to this files in her property for so long, because she wouldn't come abide by the rules, and she couldn't pass inspection for 3 months. So that's why I remained.
All right, I'm going to decide your motion. You've already given possession. Defendant has given possession. And then in essence, the only thing that you're challenging is the amount of the money judgment, but I'll take a look at that. I would imagine that most of this may be rent that wasn't paid, or at least a portion of it. So you need to provide that to me and provide any other documentation that says that the unit, that you didn't cause any of the damages they're claiming. Understood? All right, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
On the,
All right.
at 1 o'clock, Your Honor,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Your Honor. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
weekend.
You do the same. Ava Holdings LLC versus Andrea Bradley. Yes. Your name? Okay, where are we on this case?
Under consent, matter, for agreements, And we'll just go to the court.
You're going to enter a consent judgment? What are the terms of the consent?
And no money damages until we had the November, so. No-
So a consent judgment with a move out date of November 30th.
There are a lot of action to rent.
Pardon?
And I have, until the move out date to get from the file because we're part of it.
Is that part of the agreement? You understand that, ma'am?
It just is not the rigid agreement. That makes sense.
It's not what?
That's not part of the consent agreement, no.
That's an agreement outside of it. Okay.
And you're comfortable with that, ma'am? All right. All right. Do I have a judgment that she signed?
After 28, it's written, so let me just change it. To the-
All right, Mammy, you've signed off on that. Do you have any questions regarding anything contained on this? All right. And I will enter this judgment by consent. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that you have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal right you didn't assert, some misunderstanding or confusion on your part, you'd have those 3 business days in which to file a motion with this court to set this aside. You understand that? All right, very good. Thank you. Wait. I don't know what. Oh, gee, let me do that. Right. Court calls the case of Clara, is it Ganon versus Holly Ellison? I can't believe I broke them.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Your name? Okay. I know that was the student attorney, but he stopped.
Your Honor, first of all, I can't hear what's happening in the courtroom.
Okay, I know. Our system is partially down. I've been operating with this all day. I will repeat whatever I can repeat that may be necessary. So, but
Okay.
you go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm Ike Start. I'm here with my partner, Anushka Jalaseki. We're student attorneys requested to appear on behalf of Ms. Ellison pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of attorney Cedric, who I believe is here by Zoom.
I see him.
Okay.
Have
good.
you been before me before?
No, I have not, Your Honor.
Where are you from?
Originally from the Grand Rapids area.
Okay, so you're Michigan.
That's
boy.
right, Michigander. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Where'd you go to undergrad?
I went to Calvin University, which is a small liberal arts college in Grand Rapids.
It's like people think I'm like crawling from under a rock. I know where it is.
Okay. Most of
She's like I don't go anywhere. All right. She's a Pete. Okay, now you're at U of M. All right. I guess I'll give him permission to practice. Permission to practice is granted. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Yeah, I'll take it. Since the last hearing, we've had fruitful discussions with Ms. Gannon. And I don't want to speak for Ms. Gannon, but I think we're very near to a resolution on this case, and we were discussing a conditional order of dismissal. We've talked to Mishja, and they've agreed to pay a large portion of the back rent that's allegedly owed in this case. Our client, Ms. Ellison, has an appointment with Hawk on Monday to try to generate some funding there. In addition, we know that it's important to Ms. Gannon that Ms. Ellison be leaving the apartment complex, and so Ms. Ellison is actively looking for and applying to other housing options. So I guess at this point, we'd request an adjournment for another 2 weeks. That being said, Ms. Gannon and I, and our team are, I think, pretty close to getting a resolution here. So if we draft a conditional order dismissal, we can file it and cancel the hearing if necessary.
You can tell he goes to Michigan. He talks a lot. No, but I actually understood it. He didn't use any of those big words those Maryland guys can't understand. Ma'am, is all of that correct? See? Simple, to the point. All right. Will a couple of weeks be enough for you guys to get this done, or you think?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. I will adjourn the matter to November 7th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
All right. And good luck to your football team.
Thank
All
you.
right. Court calls the case. Group 5 management versus Winston Johnson.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Weiss, Wayne State University.
Yes, sir.
Johnson is not checked.
Mr. Johnson has not checked in. Did you wish to take a default, sir?
I do, Your Honor.
If you raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead.
The amount owing is $253.42, inclusive of court costs. Requested judgment for possession and money judgment in that amount. Writ to issue in 10 days.
You said 253?
253.42.
42. So that's basically court cost.
Yes, a little bit more than court costs.
Gotcha. Very little bit more. Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. No writ without a hearing.
No writ without a hearing?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
do that when the balance is really low. Maybe they just forgot to pay it.
Who does
All right.
Maryland play this week?
I have no idea. They've disappointed me the past 3 weeks, so
Yes, I know.
I
was thinking about you when I saw the scores.
So I've been crying and not looking at their schedule. I'll figure it out tonight, though.
All right.
All right.
Have a nice weekend, Your Honor.
You do the same.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Dave Petta versus Seth Burton.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Paul Besser on behalf of the plaintiff, Dave Petta.
Your name? All right. And where are we on this case, folks?
So, Your Honor, Mr. Barton raised some defenses at the last hearing 2 weeks ago. We instructed him to file an answer to the complaint. I never received that. Yesterday, I called my assistant, called the court, and we saw that he did file something yesterday or the day before. So the clerk here was nice enough to email the answer to me. I got it up yesterday. There's a lot of allegations in there.
Yes.
Mr. Potter, I did also get the answer emailed to me overnight after midnight, and apparently he taped something in this case, which I believe is the answer to a loading dock door at Dobbins Farms where my office is. I just got that notice when I'm sitting in court here. Basically, in his response, he admits that he has vacated the premises. He's abandoned the property. He's done that since the beginning of July. I reject that. That's nothing like what I said in my statement.
Oh, well, okay. Let me just, because that's what I kind of gleaned from this. Are you in the property or not? Pardon?
House is filled with mold. The water filtration system has been disconnected and the pipes are still leaking into the base. Trying to get my stuff out of there as fast as I can. Working on it.
Okay, so you're not living in there, but you have property there. All right.
It's covered in mold, so in order to move it, it needs to be cleaned, or I can bring it into my new house. And I got a staph infection for dealing with all the mold. That's why I was late turning in the paperwork. I have a doctor's note, easy clean. So, Your Honor, the most important thing here is that my client get access to the house to remediate the problems that are in there. There's no debate that there are problems. How those problems are caused, those are up for discussion, because we believe that defendant significantly contributed to the whole problem by not allowing access, not allowing remediation. So, Your Honor,
Okay, look, this is not a trial, so the whole objection thing that you see on TV, not helpful. You wait till I tell you can talk. Go ahead.
So what we're looking to do, my client has notified his insurance company about this whole problem here. And they said they're actually gonna drop him by the end of the month if he does not get in there to remediate the problems. So what I guess I can do under the lease, if he's not saying that he's moving out or moving out his possessions, to very least I can exercise some language under the lease that says that we can get in there with 24-hour notice to tenant. So we're giving 24-hour notice to tenant that we will be in there on Monday morning to start remediating this. And his possessions in there, you can see that it's quite cluttered from the pictures that were attached to his answer. Some things are going to get moved away from the furnace and other things that need to be repaired. We will not throw anything out until further order of this court, but we are going to be getting in there to remediate this immediately.
Go ahead, sir. What do you want to tell me?
I never given them from access to the house. They've got keys to it. The lock is the same. The only thing I did was disconnect the garage door because every time I kept coming over there, it was wide open with all my stuff there for somebody to take.
Okay.
Also went into the house, all the windows, left all the doors unlocked, and a lot of my stuff got rained on now the last couple of months. And that's been ruined upstairs where there wasn't even a leak from the pipes. That's also shown in the picture.
What, they left the windows open?
Lock all the doors, turn all the lights on, and pull the screens up, open all the windows, and not rain inside the house, Your Honor. My couch is now ruined. I've got a laptop that's ruined. A bunch of other stuff got wet. And this has been going on since.
Okay, so in terms of their notice that they're entering the premises to remediate, you don't have an objection to that. Didn't ask you whether you ever did. Listen to my question. I don't need the superfluous language. You do not have an objection today, correct, to that? All right, they will be entering the property. They will be able, for the purposes of remediation and protection of property and preserving the property pursuant to the court rule, I think it's 4.201H. And you are not to destroy or remove any items except by order of the court. All right. So if you want to prepare an order to that effect, which we may need one just in case, I certainly would appreciate it. And then when do you guys want to come back? Because you're going to have time to review thoroughly the answer that has been answered and presumable counterclaims. 2 weeks, will that work for you, sir? During this matter, November 4th, 2025, 1 p.m. November 7th. I don't know. Why am I writing the 4th?
Because it was a Tuesday date?
Oh, you're right. 1 p.m. Okay, so I haven't completely lost my mind. All right. Thank you. Court calls the case, Bell Asset Management versus Skylar Asher. Go ahead.
Case P7292 for Bell Asset Management and Medina University since everybody else.
All right. And your name? All right. Last time we were here, or this case was called, there was $3,716. Is that where we still are, or?
Basically, Ms. Asher, at the last hearing, we were just that is the right to retain if she wanted to stay in the unit. However, she said at the last hearing that she had vacated the unit, forgive me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. It is.
Yes.
And she has nothing left in the unit. And she reiterated that to me today. Unfortunately, it took a little bit of doing, but we actually do have. We filled out a conditional dismissal, but it just basically says that she's
Well, why would we do that? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You are no longer in the unit at 120 South Prospect Street. Okay, and you voluntarily are surrendering that to the landlord, Bell Asset Management. But you are surrendering the premises and any right to the premises. And so they may re-enter the premises. And anything that is left in there that may be property of yours, would it be okay with you if that is defined as abandoned and that they may just get rid of it? All right, I think we're done. You can take possession of the unit and I can dismiss this case. All right. Yeah, no, I know you're trying to get there. After that last case, yeah. All right, thanks, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Haverhill on Clark versus Jeffrey Thompson. Okay. Appearances?
he said 8292 for Haverhill on Clark.
Your name? All right. And this is a termination. The basis for the termination is
The basis for the termination of it was that the defendant was served a notice to quit based on lease violation. Those were served to the defendant on August 14th.
via the attached letter. I do see that. All right. What's your position on this, sir?
Been working with legal services for South Central Michigan.
Okay.
They're going to go bid and have the resources available for the deed within the day. I think it's miscommunication that it said in their letter that they want me to meet with them within 10 days.
Meet with who? Who? They did?
Either matched, and I don't really know. But I emailed the property manager a couple different times trying to set up the meeting. I have an outstanding relationship with them. They were on the team. They're great people. And she got back with me and she said that management wasn't.
That what?
Man, they couldn't meet with me, so they were going to move forward with their legal process. And
What were they, for your understanding, what were they going to meet with you for?
Situation. They had an opportunity to tell them what happened. Like, they have help, but
Okay. Anything from this side on that? Your name?
The next are the PA manager. I
Okay.
did reach out and responded, so I know that I reached out to the regional manager and she declined to meet with him because she said it was kind of over her head at that point. Already had just kind of wanted to cut ties and terminate the lease agreement because of the damage that happened to the property. And incidents that happened that recurring incidents that happened.
The incident that happened was his fault?
I can't really pinpoint whose fault it was from Pittsfield Township's report when they came out to the property. They stated that they had a history with him. So pretty much because of what information they provided to the manager, she decided that this is something that's gonna happen again and getting the board to keep taking hits to the property with the damage. And then we have several of our residents that are trying to move due to the incidents because they feel safe.
What was the specific incident?
So it was not one site check that I did receive a phone call from Pittsfield Township. They came out, there was blood in several areas of the building. The fire alarm had been pulled, so, fire department had been out, fire. The glass where the other finger is, it was broken. I believe they said they found him in a state of undress at a nearby medical facility. And like I said, they said that these are recurring issues. So because of that, the regional manager decided to just move forward and terminate the lease agreement.
You say you're working with legal services. Are you gonna file an answer to this complaint? Pardon? What were you saying?
Trying to sleep at night, having this over your head. I've been working with legal services, but today Alex had mentioned that I guess it was the complaint was, he said, I think it was incomplete because section 6 had been done. But and they actually see some of the events. And it passed a couple days prior to that time. Because of things that I didn't want to do that evening, I was hit, and I tried to get any attention that I could that time from my neighbors.
When you say you were hit by somebody? So you're indicating you were a victim of a crime which caused this sort of escalation of things. Pardon?
I was scared. I just needed to get out of there. So
Pardon?
I was scared to get out of there. So I tried getting a hold of anybody that I could and no one answered. So I mean, they probably have a camera too, but that person was there. I don't know. I just feel really bad. I just wanted.
All right. Well,
Horrible things. We have some mental health issues that we're working with CMH on, but I keep on giving up. I just listened to the meeting. Came from across the hall, just came across last weekend with cupcakes of all things for Halloween.
all right. I need a written answer to the complaint. I'm gonna, if you get to Mr. Henry, they should be able to help you with that, but I'm gonna put this sort of on a fast track here. I need a written answer to the complaint by. So let's do it this way. By November, no, by the 31st. Okay, by October 31st, I need a written answer to the complaint. And then I'm gonna set this for a final settlement conference, the prelude to trial if we have to have it. I'll set that for November 4th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That's in-person proceeding.
So anyway, so
Thank you. Casey Zhang versus any and all occupants at the 383 Sedgwood Lane.
Your Honor, and be something 292
Shall we run up?
Okay. And you're an occupant in the premises?
I will figure it out.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah, please.
I believe that we need to set this matter for another hearing. She has presented me with what ostensibly is another addendum that wasn't in the file that was provided to me that extends this lease, so I'm kind of lost too.
All right. Is that correct? You gave him something that might change. I don't need to see it, but you did do that? All right, so I can go to 31st or the 7th.
If we could go to this, what was the second date, 7th?
7th, November 7th.
Because I have a young child that wants to celebrate. the Event.
Well, so do I, but I gotta be here. What? No, never mind. I'm kidding.
No, it's not now, your holiday.
What'd you say? Well, I just don't, I don't like people coming to my door wanting things. That's just me. All right. I'll adjourn this to November 7th, 2025 at 1 p.m. All right. Pardon? Yes, in person. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thomas Berry versus Serenity Struman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Either case 27292 for Larry.
Your name?
Afternoon, Your Honor, Ms. Lawrence.
All right. And this, okay. I almost hate to ask, but where are we on this one?
This, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed with the hearing. I don't know if you're prepared to do that this afternoon or if you want to set it for another.
Well, I'd have to set it for another thing. I was unclear when these two appeared the last time as to exactly the basis for a lot of, well, a basis for the health hazard.
The basis for the health hazard, Your Honor, I would have those kind of broad. You don't have enough of them. This, I was just retained on this case a couple of days ago. The fact of the matter is the health hazard, as my client was seeing at the time, was the number of dogs.
Was the dogs, right?
Quite frankly, I don't think that really applies to a health hazard per se. So.
Oh, I don't think it does at all. At least as was explained to me. I mean, you weren't here at the last hearing. Your client kept going forth talking about a violation of an ordinance, which clearly would not relate to a health hazard in this instance. The very fact that somebody has 4 dogs doesn't declare themselves a kennel, doesn't make it a health hazard.
Well, I understand that, which is why the drawing that, but the other claim in this was a 30-day notice to quit. That's where we proceed for that.
Please state the name.
Just 1 second. Well, counsel, we got a problem.
That's good.
Because the only demands for possession that I have as part of this case are a health hazard.
Your Honor, I have this, must have privilege was.
Well, which was what?
Really defendant. September 3rd.
Okay. And it may very well have been. However, I don't know how one even if I took the notice, I don't know that I can do anything with it because the only issue that was raised to the court is the only complaint I have. So the only notice I have and the only complaint I have is a health hazard and damage to the premises. Which again goes to the dogs in the house. So that's the only complaint I have. I don't have,
Yeah, this should have been in there.
what should have been in there? Okay, so council will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have a health hazard notice. The only complaint that was filed was a health hazard complaint. I don't have a termination complaint. I only have a health hazard, which again relates to the dogs that hopefully we've cleared up. When she responded, she filed an answer based upon the health hazard complaint. That's all I have. Council, I think if he's gonna proceed on something else, unless he wants to try to pursue this thing with the dogs, this thing's gonna have to be dismissed and he's gonna have to start again. All right. All right. Was there anything you wanted to say?
Did you get the letter that I wrote, tells attached to the written answer?
I got everything that you sent in. Okay. But I mean, you know what? Yeah, sir, I'm gonna tell you what. You better check how you're handling yourself in here. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. I watched when I made my ruling, I watched exactly how you responded. That will not happen here, ever.
It's frustration for myself.
Then you frustrate out there. Case dismissed. You too. Court calls the case of Six Trails versus Jordan Oren.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Borgen standing in for Attorney Record City Katz.
Your name? Okay. You know, you can get hurt wearing those colors down here this Saturday, but go ahead. Just saying. Just trying to help you out. Okay, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, currently there is a balance due. We show 1652 inclusive of court costs.
Okay, so that's right, because you paid the 3 down, then the month clicked in.
I paid $16.50 this afternoon.
Okay, he said he's paid $16.50 this afternoon. I tend to believe him because he came up with the $3,000 when he wanted to.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe this is defendant's. Yes, Your Honor, I believe this is defendant's motion. We do have a resolution, however, in this matter.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to confirm, Your Honor, is this 3287?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So the parties would, I believe, this is through Mr. Katz, stipulate to the following. The balance of $7,021, that's inclusive of October rent, would be paid on or before October 31st. If that is the case, the writ would be quashed. Additionally, we would say that the writ would not be executed until November 1st, giving the time to pay. And if that is the case, we would submit the paperwork to quash. We're happy to submit an amended writ or whatever the court thinks is best.
The total 7,021 balance now, and during paying the motion, I paid 1,400 1 month rent. I have with me 3,470 with me.
You have 3,470 with you? No, I heard you. Go ahead.
So
1 month rent I paid as a motion, and I have 3,400 in my hand, so I don't know whether I can pay in the cash to the court. I can pay now, right now.
No, you can't pay it right now because the court's closed.
Yeah. 4,470 with me.
Okay. Are you going to pay everything by the end of the month?
Yeah, this month I can pay.
Okay. Then here's what I'll do, counsel. I think the better way to do this is you need to pay your entire balance down to zero. I think that's the intent of this. And I'm going to give you to October 31st, 2025, 1 p.m. noon at 12 noon. I'm just going to adjourn it to that date. You need to get it paid down to zero.
So downward month rent already added in the portal. So that's when I'm able to pay.
You need to get yourself paid through October. I think that's the intent. Is he's got to pay through October, correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Would it be possible to help him a bit to release escrow to the plaintiff? He's only paid 1,000 so far, I show.
Oh, I got you. I see the escrow there. Yes, and I will release the 1,400. I'll release escrow to plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor. Should we submit an order?
No, you're good.
Thank you.
All right. So do that with the 1,400. Get yourself paid down, and you'll be good. So the 1,400 that you put into escrow, we're going to pay that to your landlord. Yep. I'm going to pay that to your apartment. You have to pay the rest up, get your balance current through the end of October, and then you're all set.
So just there are not many penalties. I just put it in my account. Is it possible to reduce anything little bit? Some like late payment penalty they put.
You'll have to talk to them about that. But you need to get the amount in. My understanding is there's an agreement which Sum and Substance says you're going to pay it through the end of the month. Okay? Thank you.
Pay back the rest, right?
Say again?
On before 31st October, apart from the 1,400, I need to pay down.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
And Your Honor, just to be clear, on plaintiff's end, the motion would be held in abeyance, no determination
Yes,
today.
there's no determination at this time. Thank you. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Steve Nzumba.
Christopher Borkin for the plaintiff.
Nzumba, what'd you say? I have nobody here on that. Would you like to take a default?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear a firm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would request a default judgment. This is possession only. Rent to retain is $1,040. Court costs are $175, making a grand total of $1,215 due as of today. We would request that amounts paid in full on or before November 3rd or a writ be issued. To the best of my knowledge, the property has been habitable during the time of the lease. The defendant is not a minor, nor incompetent, nor in active military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days. And let me call these Willow Ridge Apartments versus Angela Smith. Willow Ridge versus Abdallah. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great weekend.
You too. And I have to say, now that those U of M folks left, go green.
Oh, man. See, I like Borkin until then. I really did. All right. Take care.
Have a good one, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your notes are well arranged. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Your notes are.
Yeah, no, I see that. All right. Town Center Place versus Singrid Melvin. 3 cases. Miss Melvin, you coming up? I called the case Miss Melvin's cases. Okay, Ms. Melvin, can you hear me?
No?
You can hear me? Okay, thank you. All right. Council, state your appearance, please. Good afternoon.
Responsibility for plaintiff.
All right. And state your name, please.
I'm with Washington County Adult Protective Services.
Okay. And so where are we on this case? These cases?
Judge, when we were last year, we were addressing the termination related to the number of flower pots in the balcony. So that is up before your honor today. There's a health hazard related to a city inspection where the egress was not appropriate. And there's another termination related to housekeeping, and which is basically the same as the health hazard. Too many things in the house, making it difficult to for pest control to treat, as well as Ms. Melvin was putting mice in the drop box downstairs. You know, part of the termination along with the housekeeping issues.
Okay. And we were trying to deal, although some of the issues hadn't quite come up through the second hearing, we were trying to deal with everything at once. So are we good with the balcony?
It's all cleared up, and she cleaned up the, on the grill and the next to my garden, she pulled out the flowers, and she pulled out the rose bush and the cranberry bush and the gooseberry bush. She cleaned all that up herself.
Okay.
So, all this mess that's in the living room is caused by the mice that were put there. Remember I brought you all that to find out.
Oh, I remember.
Service, nobody comes. My air condition kind of blew. So I called downstairs to have a come check out, make sure that the car is flame, like the one in the bathroom, the fan blew up and flames came out, but nobody showed up.
Okay, Ms. Mount, hold on one moment. Is the balcony, you saying it's not done?
It's not. I may present it.
Have you shown her the photos?
Right now, these were from today.
Okay, so what? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pots are you counting?
6, 9, there's on the right hand side of the photo, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a prominent in front, it looks like maybe one stack. There's one that's up higher.
Yeah.
It's the door wall
Oh,
behind the screen.
but were those holding the ones that are on what would be the left of the picture? What's in those? Because one of those were for the antenna, which I didn't think was going to be an issue. Or at least was said at the last hearing it wasn't.
Antenna. That's a big one on the very left side, and there's 3 orange ones right to the right.
I see what you're saying behind it.
At lunchtime. I took those to find out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right, but they're over to the left-hand side, there are three to the back, Miss Melvin. What's in those? On the left-hand side, if you look at the picture on they're like to the back of the balcony. What's in those?
It's just a box where the flames start.
Okay, so,
Put carrot seeds in it, and they didn't do anything, so that's not it there. And then the other part is tomatoes, but the tomatoes I did not too. So,
okay, so remember what we said about if there's nothing in them, you got to get the pots off of the balcony.
it's somebody,
Yeah, I know. You said that before because I think, yeah, those have to, the three that are in the back have to go. On the left-hand side.
he's right here.
I'm talking about on the, if you're looking at the picture, the left-hand side. Yeah. So they're behind the antenna pot. Okay, so there are three that are behind that, or it looks like three. Those have to be taken off.
Pushing the diane, so.
Yeah. Okay, but you got to get the, right, but you got to get the pots off of the balcony. Okay. And then, go ahead.
Sure. Part of the housekeeping issue, but also show a better picture of the plants that are on that side of the balcony. Yes. And that's the very last couple of photos.
Was that area is cleaned up, that's all. Stuff for gardening, and those are empty, shopping bags that I put there because I had to make room for the mice to come into the apartment. So I had to move all the boxes, everything that I had into boxes out on the apartment. Nobody came to pick up the dead mice.
Okay. Okay.
And who gave them permission to get into my apartment to take these pictures? It's my violation of the fourth and fifth amendment. I didn't give permission to move in.
Judge, you do.
I know. Remember, I told them that they could go in.
He gave permission. Oh, you gave permission?
Yeah, I gave them permission at the last hearing we were at after, because you were supposed to get some things moved.
So empty. There's nothing in them.
I know, but right, but yeah, well, they shouldn't be on the balcony. Okay, yeah.
All the mice, so I can put my furniture back together again.
Okay, but we talked about the pots and you're supposed to get those other one. Okay, but they're not supposed to be on the balcony. Remember we went through the regulation which talked about no more than 5. And then hold on, and then you're not also supposed to have things hanging from the balcony, but I'm letting you keep the one that's blooming till December.
That's my bench. Okay, I get rid of those.
Okay, I know it's,
In the front garden, so we have a nice rose garden, so, but.
I know.
Oh, I will not do that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if she can get that done, the balcony is, Okay, I know she's been trying, I think. I don't know what the mix up is in terms of the pots that were on that one side, but there's a significantly less number than we had, so progress is sometimes hard. Now, with regard to inside, what, what, what do you want to tell me?
What?
Inside your apartment, okay, so first thing we had to do the last time was try to get somebody to help you move some of the things. Did that happen? Okay. And so, okay, and so there was nobody that came, so two things. One, you thought the friends were gonna help you move the stuff. And then, okay, but that's okay. But then you are also gonna contact, I think, your church and see if they could help you. Did you get around to doing that?
Phone system doesn't work, so I had to go out and buy a new phone.
Again?
And then I got this thing that they advertise on TV, this caption phone. And the office took my phone number and put it downstairs in the lobby. So when you dial my apartment, you get my apartment number on the phone number. And I didn't authorize them to do that.
Okay, but okay, but Ms. Melvin, we remember at the last hearing, I wasn't gonna deal with that right now with the phone because you had gotten a phone so that you could communicate, right? So we weren't gonna deal with that. Okay, but we gotta figure out how we're gonna, you need people to assist you to move some of the stuff, right? And they can't do what they need to do until you get that moved.
Well, it started in 2016 when the office manager decided to remodel my apartment. So they moved the bookcase from over there against the wall and that's all the electric outlet. Then they put the couch in front of the bookcase and there's a coffee table in the middle. So I didn't do that. They told.
No, I'm not saying that you did it. I'm just saying, remember when we talked before, I'm not saying that you did it. I'm not looking to blame anybody at this point. Okay? We just need to get it moved so that then the other part of what needs to happen can happen.
Why I come in, that was gonna help me.
Are there any services that can be utilized?
And, well, my grandson just moved from Nassau to Ann Arbor, so he's busy doing his own thing. And I'm not very popular girl, as you can see from this comment that I'm here. Well, plus all this mental stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Checks, I can't sleep nights, and people walking by the apartment, or the other night, somebody knocked there at 5 o'clock in the morning and didn't stop till 7:05 in the morning. So I had the shopping carts right there by the door, because that's from the first time that the office came and moved all my stuff.
All right.
The office came and looked at the sink with us, a hole supposedly was supposed to repair it. Well, she came and looked at it, but they didn't come back and repair it, which doesn't really bother me. So two fellows from the sheriff department came and searched my papers, the same papers that I'll be getting every time.
Right. Okay.
The district court label on it, but it's cut up and it's pasted on the
mean, I think mailed it back to the judgment court. So they've been playing games back and forth. That's why I got this whole bag full of stuff. And it's good that I saved it. Like, when the water leak came down from the 5th floor, nobody came. I went to the office and I.
Okay. Miss Melvin, here, hang on. So we got to take this step by step, okay? And we got you, right, but that's the balcony. But then we've got inside your unit. I know, but you've got to have people move and clear some of those.
I have no problem walking from the front door to the window to the patio. I don't have any problem walking to the bathroom.
Okay, but I think she's,
And it's designed for a small person. It's not designed for 85-pound person.
okay. Ma'am, you indicated you're from Housing Bureau for Seniors or?
The adult protective service.
Gotcha. Okay, so,
I've been there since I moved in 2006. I never had any, management here.
yeah, but, okay. Just listen, okay? I've looked at the pictures and I looked at the previous pictures that were given to me. And there are two things. One, they want to get in to exterminate or to do pest control, okay? Pest control, so that you might not have a mice problem.
For the last 2 years, every Friday. So
All right. So hold, Miss, okay, but here's the other part. The other part is that you gotta be able to have access to your windows. Hang on, those have to be clear, and there has to be a clear way out of the apartment. Okay? So to do that, there has to be, yeah, you gotta move some furniture and move some things.
Well, there's the two shipping carts in front of the apartment door, that kind of keep the door closed at night and no strangers will be even coming in, I hope.
All right, so can we give this to her? So, okay, so listen. Okay, so that's an email from, we remember that the last hearing I said we were gonna contact somebody to see what services might be out there for you?
For seniors.
Okay, and what happened? Okay, but, okay, did you talk to him? Did you talk to the Housing Bureau for Seniors?
I called in and I go over to the library, so I use the computer there, so I make sure they get it, because my computer doesn't do everything, and then desktop doesn't do anything.
Okay, but did you talk to them about helping you move some things and get some services in? Okay, when you tell me so far nothing happens, did you talk to them? Did you talk to the people at Housing Bureau for Seniors?
Yeah.
Okay, so you called them, they haven't called you back. Okay, here's what,
Oh, well, this is the destruction, I guess, in on the same, well, I didn't do it. Because the other side of it has all these black marks too, so, you know.
And we're trying to get in.
That's part of maintenance.
do what?
Paint a blue carpet and, for sale, make sure we don't have bugs.
You told her to allow us to fix the sink.
I know. So did, okay, did you let them in to fix the sink? Did you let them in to fix the sink? Your sink? But did you let them in to fix the sink?
These people in.
Who are these people?
Permission.
Oh, boy. Okay, so hold on.
I go on Sunday and I let her in. And then some other lady came on a Sunday and I let her in.
Okay, but did you let the maintenance people in to fix your sink?
So they didn't fix it.
They didn't fix it?
Fix that because that's, she has to have it approved and I have to sign papers and I have to pay for repairing that. Like another senior in our building, their smoke detector didn't work. So she made her pay $30 to buy a new smoke.
Okay, but hold on. You don't have to pay anything until I tell you. Okay? So, but you gotta let them in to let them fix the sink.
You have to let them in.
I let her in, she took the picture and she brought the maintenance guy with her. So it's not that I didn't let her in.
Okay. Yeah.
That's, it's going to be 4 hours to complete the job. Please remove everything away from the job site so that we can have access without touching her property. And please don't use the other jobs for 24 hours after. So
Right.
I didn't sign that paper.
I know, but that paper doesn't have anything to do with payment.
So form, can you show it to the judge, please?
I'll show it to you. He wants to see it.
That's the form you just, does it say anything about paying?
No.
All right.
Because it means I have to move everything out of the kitchen.
I know, but I know. That's what we were talking about before, remember? Because we were talking about your friends coming in, you contacting your church and trying to I know, okay, and that didn't happen. But one of the things is that even if it had happened, they need this form signed before they can do the work. Okay, you hear me? Okay, so did you read the form?
No, I got a couple copies at home. This is my worksheet here.
Okay.
My work, my finals and that, my family's pictures are things that I've been interested in and that I've done 30 years.
Okay, but okay. Mr. Melvin. Mr. Melvin. We're gonna have to start doing some things. Okay? We're gonna have to start doing some things. So one of the things we have to start doing is you got to get to Housing Bureau for Seniors to get the things moved in your apartment.
Well,
No, there's no. There's no what.
So I can put my apartment back in shape.
Please. Hold on. Let me cut.
For a few months now.
Okay.
Many services that can assist Ms. Melvin and it will not cost you. You never told me you wanted things moved out of your apartment. You did talk about when I met with you that you get a lot of things in there. And it was one of the reasons why we were having the mice in that station. Our department can assist. We can assist as early as next week. We can help you. But you have to identify the things that you want moved. You have to find a place to store these things. Okay, so this is a hazard. We spoke about that. It is a hazard. We can help you, and it will not cost you any money. You have to identify what you want taken out, and we can hire people to come and get these things out of your unit. What? But all this right here is from the rights. Well,
Okay, but
nobody can. Well, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna help you make it better if you let us help you. Now,
okay, thank you. That was gonna be my question to you, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Ms. Melvin? Okay. So are you gonna let the county help you get those things moved?
Yeah,
Okay, so now, you think that can happen next week?
it's possible.
Okay, fantastic. So,
You have to identify what she wants taken out. Well, I don't know if we're gonna want it all taken out, because my furniture was kind of expensive. Well, not your furniture. We're talking about like maybe the bookshelf that's in the way, the baskets that's full of things at the front door.
Well, our community room used to have 4 or 5 bookcases, so we can put the books back in there. But right now we have milk cartons to put our books in. I'm sorry, that's not good enough.
okay, I understand that, and maybe at another time we can talk about what exists there. But what I need right now is I need you to move those things.
Yeah, the mice are gone. So I got no problem putting the stuff back. Or even remove some of the stuff, so.
Okay. But I think you want to do infestation also, right? I mean, extermination or,
The exterminator said that right now she has no mice.
What did she say?
she said the exterminator says you have no mice right now.
They didn't come and pick up the dead mice.
Okay.
No, the door, make sure there's no mice. right
Okay,
there.
so so what we need I know, I hear you. So what,
Yeah, mouse traps, the ones where the mice get stuck in it.
okay, so Ms. Melvin, here's what I need you to do. I know it's okay. I need you to get the area around the sink clean and get your things away from there so that they can repair the sink. I then need you to make sure to move what has to be moved out of the way so that the ingress and egress and access to windows is clear. Okay, no, hold on. Don't look at any pictures right now. I'm telling you what you got to do. That's what has to happen. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to be cooperative with the county to, do that. Tell them what needs to be moved and then get that out there. But because we've been through a lot of hearings, and you're like me, you can be stubborn, right? Right. So we got to stop being so stubborn. Okay, I need that stuff out of the way so that the inspection can pass for the unit, so you can stay there, and so that they can fix your sink. Okay? Okay.
COVID, building department used to come every 2 years and inspect the building. But but since COVID, they never came and inspected. I go to the city council every month. So the first time they had it on Zoom, guess what I said? City council, the department, building department has to come and inspect our building because they have been doing it in 6 years. Guess who they picked on?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're gonna do that? You're gonna cooperate with the county? Yes, it does need to be done. So are we gonna get that done next week? Okay, so now the form that I need you to sign, I'm gonna do something unusual. I want you to sign that today and get that back to them. Okay, I read it over. Nothing in that form is gonna make you pay anything. Okay, it's just,
You know what makes it funny? Because there's no Winfield on it, no Rose Management or Town Center.
okay.
It comes from. They could put it to anybody. else.
Okay, Miss Melvin, how about if you do this? Okay, I get what you're saying. There's nothing that identifies it. But if you sign it, and then I'm gonna give you a copy that you can keep of what you signed. We'll get them back the original of the signature. And Ms. Melvin, I'll keep a copy. So that if anybody tries to say it's changed or anything like that, Judge Simpson will have a copy. All right, will that work for you? Okay. And so now we're gonna try to get all of this done this week.
Like this picture here, this is a filter that goes over the air unit. They were supposed to bring in a new filter that was wide enough to fit the whole frame.
Okay, Miss Melvin, here's the thing. What I want to do right now is I want to get those ingresses and egresses clear and your sink clear so they can do the repair. And then as to, because you've been telling me about the air filter, but then from there, I will, is that the original? Yeah. The original goes to that right now, to the copy. And then once we get that, I'll hear about your other issues. I'm not ignoring them, but I got to get certain things done. Okay? So if they help you out next week and you cooperate with them, when do you think we can come back and have this pretty much done, this part of it? You want to come back on Halloween or you want to come back the week after?
Well, I'm not into Halloween, so the week after be fine.
Will the November 4th or November 7th work?
We do need something to notify us when the sink is clear, so we know to go in and take care of it. So whoever wants to let us.
Well, that's the sink and that's the stove. I can't move the stove.
Okay, they're not, hold on, they're not asking you to do that. Okay, but ma'am. Okay,
There's a sink right there. So I can move my dishes right there.
oh, okay. Ma'am, go ahead.
It's an outside vendor that repairs the sink. It's not on site, so we do need to know that the sink is clear and we need to get this vendor up there and fix it.
I know, we were dealing with that, I think, the last time. No, it's okay. It's just. Pardon?
On the sink.
They're probably gonna,
Sink out.
they may have to, and if they don't have to, then I don't know what they're gonna have to shut off. I don't know what they're gonna repair. Okay, I mean, I know what they're gonna repair, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. Okay, so here's what.
But,
Who can, Miss Melvin, I need somebody, ma'am, I don't know if you can assist in this and once this,
behind the sink.
the splash, well, I don't know what they're going to do.
little bit, no, one thing is to.
Okay, Miss Malman, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I gotta get the sink area clear, right? Okay, so we gotta make sure that once it's clear, the landlord knows. Okay, here's the problem, and I don't know if you can assist us in this. When you call the landlord, that's when we get other problems. So can somebody from the county please assist in just contacting the landlord that the area is clear? Can that happen? Fantastic. That's how you'll be notified.
Yeah, can you fix my heater, air conditioning, heater unit that blew up?
I think we were just out there for a service call and there were no issues.
Okay, so they've already inspected it and looked at that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back on the 7th at
1 p.m.
1 p.m. on November 7th. We're gonna hopefully, we will have gotten everything up to this point done, and we'll go with the next issue, okay?
Well, this thing right here, all I have to do is close the doors, and it's just a unit.
Okay,
Position for that I've been saving to make a history book for my children and for my grandchildren, so they have things to do. And that's my sister over there from France. She speaks 8 languages at the European Parliament, and she translates the Asian American Institute in Den Haag.
okay, all right, gotcha.
They took out the entertainment unit, so I'm stuck with all the LPs and the long LPs. But I can't play it because they took this entertainment unit out.
I know, and all of those complaints and grievances that you have, we will deal with later. Right now, I just need the sink done, and I need to make sure you can get through your apartment, okay? And the flower pots have gotta go. Okay,
Make a note on it for them to let me know when they're coming, but I don't know.
okay, right, so,
About 4th and 5th by minute.
I know. So here's what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna work to get that clean. They're gonna contact them and they will let. All right, they'll get a note, you'll get a notice that somebody's coming, okay? So there's gonna be no surprises. And Ms. Melvin, when they get there, you gotta let them in. Oh, you bet. You let them in. Oh, you let them in. Don't remember, we're both stubborn. You gotta let them in the door. Don't come back here saying you didn't let them in the door. Okay, you can do that. All right, I think we're done.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. 14A stands adjourned. You got my photos here and everything.
No, what that is that saying, that's the one in Progress Fire. Nobody cares.